Hi, good afternoon, good morning. It's Solicitor Ronald Onyango here. Um, just wanted to give you some major changes that have occurred within the immigration rules. With effect from today, um, there's been a statement of change which was issued on the 6th of September, and it applies in four different areas, and I just want to go through them. The first change applies to students. Actually, there are about a couple of changes applying to students with application reference ST16 and ST30.2. There is going to be a new requirement for a valid TB certificate. So it's now any dependent of a student or a student or a child of a student, they must now present an applicable, during the application stage, they must present a valid medical certificate with a TB chelosis test, pulmonary tuberculosis, confirming it's a negative test. That's going to be the one new introduction which takes effect from today. The second change which is going to apply also this applies to dependents generally, is the change in the context of the introduction and the paragraph 6. What is a dependent, and which now is going to be taken and substituted to read they must not be leading independent life, or is not leading an independent life, which means that the person does not have a partner, not married or having a partner, and is living with their parents, except in cases where, for instance, they're attending a boarding school, college or university. That is when that exception will apply. But that brings in a new introduction of what is the definition of leading independent life. The next change that is coming into effect today is the one that's applicable to appendix children as well. Again, the requirement that the dependent of a child student must dependent child student or student must meet the following requirements, and there are three requirements which I'm just going to go through them. One is the relationship requirements must be demonstrated at the entry clearance stage or application for status. The other requirement is the care requirement. They will be required to demonstrate that you put in place sufficient care arrangements for when the student goes to school, what happens to the child. And last but not least is the age and independent requirement, which fits in with the earlier definition of independent life. So they must qualify as what is defined in paragraph 6. The other change as well is for dependent of a skilled worker. Again, similar changes will apply just as we've defined for a student, and the same will apply for say a senior specialist worker. All those changes as I've described in a student will be applicable. And then those changes for dependent children, they will run across to other sectors. For instance, if you're a child of a graduate, there are some changes which have been effected in GTR 28.1. There's been a change in that as well. Similar criteria as for a student and as for a skilled worker. The same applies for a child of a UK expansion worker. Again, under reference app UKX 28.1, the similar criteria has to be met. And the same applies for a child of a Service Supplier, a child of a Secondment worker, and a child of a Tier 2 Ministry of Religion. Those changes come into effect. And last but not least, one of the changes which has been introduced is the introduction of a new job role in the skilled occupation, SO1. This introduces a new job code of 3314, which actually deals with the introduction of prison services. This could be either roles such as a prison custodial officers, or prison escort officers, or prison officer, or prison warden. All this now come into the new job role category, and if one qualifies, there will be categories of jobs under shortage occupation skills and can qualify under skilled occupation. Hope this helps. If you got any more information, please do that you need require from me, drop me an email. Happy to guide. Thank you.